Hey everyone, Slothcakes here, and welcome back to some more MBON. Now today we're going to be using the Rozen Zulu. This is a 2000 cost mobile suit from Gundam Unicorn, and it's piloted by the Space Twink himself, Angelo, and this guy is basically Unicorn's Garma, which is a funny thing because there's usually a Garma in various Gundam series that's not even UC. I'm pretty sure there's a Garma in IBO, Wing. I don't think there's one in Double O, but correct me if I'm wrong. But what is this guy? He's a very long-range mobile suit that kinda sucks at close range, so don't be in face punching distance and constantly harass people with your wire hands. Now this guy, like I said, wire hands, he's like a lower cost Zeon if that's tickles your fancy. His main gun lags a little bit, but you can shoot it at a 360 range, meaning it doesn't stop your venue or anything. Your back can be facing someone and you can shoot them, and your wire hand will just face them and shoot them. This is a nice thing so you can constantly run away or keep a good distance without stopping to shoot. He also has his wire hands that can go out and hit someone. They have 12 shots, but it's one of those weapons that takes 2 shots per shot. And what they do is they'll go a certain distance, aim at the guy and shoot 2 shots. If you hit shoot again, they'll continually go closer to the guy while shooting. So it's a very easy weapon to just burn through all your ammo. But it's a good thing to do that sometimes, because if someone's aware that's going after them, you can just burn a few shots, forcing them to like go into overboost or running out of boost, overheating themselves. So once they land, you can just hit them with the main shot or your powered up shot, which is a nice little thing. But this guy has some good stage awareness. Just no matter where you are, you can assist your teammate. If someone's behind a building or an unbreakable object, you can just wire hand them and go around that and tell them you can't hide. If your teammate's being comboed, wire hand them. And if you just want to be a harass and just shoot people, you can throw on your Psycho Jammer. Now speaking about that weapon, it's a hilarious tool. It's a very good weapon that once it's sent out, it will track an enemy and create this prism. It stays there for a few seconds, and if anyone runs into it, it will stun them for a good amount of time. But a nice little thing is Angelo will scream Psycho Jam on the top of his lungs, and I find that hilarious, just because it would be such a great weapon if he didn't do that. Just because you could trick people and people would not realize, oh wait, the Psycho Jammer's up, and it can catch them off guard. However, it still catches people off guard, so that's not that bad. I just find it a funny thing. And a nice little Easter egg is, if you're fighting the Unicorn on NTD suit, and you Psycho Jammer them while they're in NTD, it will actually deactivate it. Now this isn't a counter pick or anything, because they can immediately pop it back. It's just a nice little flavor text that I find interesting. But yeah, other than that, that pretty much covers this guy. He has a nice little passive since I just popped burst. Every time you burst, no matter what burst you're doing, if you're at half burst or full burst, you call in 2 Gila Zulus, I believe. And for 20 seconds, they'll just follow you around. They lag behind a little bit, but every time you shoot your main gun, they'll follow up with the beam machine gun. And it's similar to the Hyakushiki's Riptios, which I made a video of like last week. Link will be up there or in the description. And it's a nice thing because one of your main shots, if they follow up with the beam machine guns, will actually be a combo by itself and knocked down. So this allows you to just save up more main gun shots, and allows you to be a little bit more conservative in terms of your ammo. But things I can say is, if you want to use Extend Burst, which I used in these videos just so you can get out of sticky situations faster, or you can use Shooting Burst, because when you're in Burst, you can just mash that A button and constantly harass them with those shots, and your Gear Zulus can just go in full auto and spam a bunch of machine gun shots if you really feel like it. But overall, I really like this guy. I'm gonna be honest, Gundam Unicorn was just kind of like a blur for me. I wasn't really a big fan of it. I really like the mobile suits and the fights. I like the fights that didn't involve the Unicorn, but I kind of forgot this guy existed, or this mobile suit. He's really nice. It's like a upgrade or a future version of the Hama Hama, and I was a big fan of that suit. Big fan of the guy piloting it, to be honest. The guy with the rose was a cool dude. But yeah, once MBON comes out, I'm really excited to play this guy again. And you know, I'm gonna say this every video, sure wish I was playing MBON. But yeah, just cause it was the beta, so I wanted to get as much suits out as possible and get as much footage of various suits, so you can see the continuation of these videos of me getting better and better. And with these gameplay matches, at the start was me first playing it, and at the end is my last games with it. I started to get used to it and figure out how to use it, which is a nice thing. I don't think I'm good at this game, but I feel like I understand a lot about it. But this guy, if you really know how to use him, he'd be a very good mobile suit. And you know, if you just figure out how to use the wire hands at the right situation, you're gonna be doing some nice damage. But anyways, that was another game. We did very good damage in that game. Just, if they allow it and they double lock onto your teammate, you can have a field day. And the idea is to either be very passive, where they give up on you, where you're just tickling them with shots, where they just double lock on your teammate, and once they do that, just go ham with your wire hands, go ham with the psycho jammer, and just constantly spam your shots at them, just reminding them, hey, I'm also here. So they switch to you now, but you just be passive again and keep your distance. The idea with these kind of suits, be as annoying and as toxic as possible. But no, like in reality, what I mean when I say that is just harass them with the shots and make sure to punish them if they overextend. Because you're not good at a long distance. I mean, no, you're great at a long distance. You're not good up close, so don't get up close. Just keep your distance and just keep on shooting them when they're doing something they shouldn't do. Like right there, that guy was trying to melee me at max distance. Just smacked him with that charge shot. He got up, tried to hit me again, got him right back melee, which is this nice little boop extendo hand. And if it hits, it causes a stun. After, you can get a power up shot and get some nice damage. But now let's move into our last game. Now, with these videos, I always change the navigator up. If you guys have a navigator you want to see, I'll do it when MBON comes out. I just like changing it up. I'm using the girl from the EXVSMBON manga. I have no idea why there's so many of her. Like there's, what, 8 costumes she has? And there's like 4 variations of her. I'm using this one where she's all gloomy and stuff. I think it's adorable and I love it. But again, if you guys want to see a navigator, or if you have one that you want to like just see what they say, just leave in the comments. Now, a nice little thing that I always find interesting is when I'm using a suit and I'm finding another suit from like a different series, or just from a different timeline, or like years later or years back, and just see the size difference. Because the Sandrock and the Shining Gundam compared to this guy, oh my god, they're tiny. And I know the G-Fighter series have tiny mobile suits, but this guy is, ooh. It's because this guy's very big, and those guys are very small, so it stacks up. A fun thing to look at is if you pick the Penelope and you're fighting a suit from like Victory Gundam, the size comparison is so big. But no, we're fighting these guys. I died before my 3000 cost suit, which is always a bad thing, but we got his lower cost, and their 3000 is about to die. But our suit's dead, so our 3000 is going to spawn in with low health. Right here, I should have been a lot more aggressive, just because our 3000 has less than half health, and this Sandrock's basically at full, so it doesn't look like he's gonna die. So I'm gonna target this guy, which has a little over full, but thankfully my teammate's doing a good job, and next time I check on him, his health's gonna be practically gone. So right here, this guy's very close to dying. I'm gonna throw everything at him. I called in the Sonanju, I called in my Rozen Zulus, the Psycho Frame, the Psycho Jammer went out, and I was about to charge shot this guy. This guy had to dodge a whole lot of mess to survive, and thankfully we got him with that, which was nice. Anyways guys, this was some Rozen Zulu gameplay. I hope you guys liked this, and like always, stay tuned for some more MBON. Check out my channel for other Gundam related videos, and like always again, see you guys next time and have a good one.